Hello, everyone, and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm alcoholic.
Are you? Are you, sir?
Every now and then.
On occasion?
Most occasions, yeah.
Please remember, everybody, you can help support this show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet. In addition, we do go live Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Alaska time on Facebook and YouTube. And, of course, if you have stories you'd like us to talk about, send them to our subreddit, which is reddit.com/r/iReaditcast, or via email at iReadit@mjolnir.media. All right, so, Mr. Alcoholic, how are you today, sir?
I'm feeling sleepy.
You're always feeling sleepy. How else are you feeling?
I kind of trumps everything else. I'm just tired.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does it take for you to not be tired?
Generally a pot and a half.
Of coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How often do you imbibe a pot and a half of coffee?
At least once a week.
What day is that?
It really depends. Sometimes Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, sometimes Thursday.
Was not today.
No.
Why Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, and not other days?
They are the least busy days at work, so I have time to make 2 pots of coffee.
Got it.
As well as run up to the 2nd floor and steal sugar.
So Monday is because of trying to get all the weekend shit in. Friday, trying to get as much as you can in before the weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Cool. How was your day, though?
I mean, it was a normal day, ups and downs, mostly ups, really, but, it was nothing special.
Nothing special. That's fair.
Nope.
A lot of days are just autopilot, trying to get through the day and then get home so you can autopilot at home.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Chadwick says, headed to dinner with the fam. I'm with y'all in spirit today. Well, you have a good dinner, sir.
Yeah, have fun.
You have a great dinner. We will be here talking about news, both good and bad, and you can listen later. Remember, it's always available on Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and anywhere else podcasts are found.
Maybe even nudes.
No.
Depending on the nudes, man.
Newt, motherfucker.
And newts. And newts, like the little animals?
Yes, and newts. Newts, nudes, newts, and newts.
News, newts, nudes, and newts.
New show. Change the title right now. Nudes,
Good.
newts, and newts.
There you go.
Perfect.
5.
42% of Americans have less than $10,000 saved and will retire broke.
This is submitted by the Pokemon Center to our news.
Quick, Nathan, how much do you have saved for retirement?
Fuck, I don't know what my retirement thing is.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not easy to find out anymore because they don't mail you your amount. You have to go through the whole retirement system and actually look up. You probably do have over 10,000 at this point, though, because you've been in that job a year and a half, 2 years now, and
yeah.
it grows surprisingly fast. However, the vast majority of Americans are not in your position and have zero money saved, have not over $10,000 in any plan for retirement, and will retire with zero money and just have to retire because they are old and can no longer do most jobs.
I see. Well, they could always stand at Walmart.
They could always stand at Walmart.
That being said, I feel like we shouldn't have to force our elderly into working.
No. As for why most people are unable to save for retirement, 40% of them said, I don't make enough money, because no one makes enough money besides the people that make too much money. 25% said that they are struggling to pay bills. 10% said that they won't need retirement savings, which that's an interesting answer. I use my retirement savings for an emergency because that happens all the time. Another 10% said my job doesn't offer a retirement plan, which is really unfortunate because it doesn't give anybody incentive to stay wherever they're working. And 5% said...
Oh, but people bounce around all the time. They're fucking awful. They have no form of job security.
It's because most jobs suck and have no incentive for you to stay there.
Yeah, why would you expect us to stay here if your job sucks?
If you don't pay people enough and there's no benefits, they're not going to stay. It's just not going to happen. And 5% said that they are prioritizing paying down debt because it's America and we are deep, deep, deep in debt.
That's true. Everyone is. Didn't
the student debt amount rise to 17 trillion or something?
I don't know. I don't keep track of that thing anymore.
An ungodly amount?
after a certain amount, you're just like, whatever. I'm not even paying attention to that shit.
20% have $0 saved. 40% have less than $10,000 saved, for a total of 60% of them that have less than $10,000 saved.
Nice.
Yep.
Not nice, but yeah.
And that's just for retirement. Like, what is it? It's like 40% of Americans don't have more than $1,000 available in an account anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Most people don't even have $700 saved.
Most people don't even have $500 saved. And if they do, it's because a bill hasn't came out yet.
Ah, I see.
Like, I run into that situation all the time of, like, I'm looking at my account and I'm like, there's no way that's right. Oh, GCI hasn't come out yet. Right, all right.
Yeah. And then they surprise you and you're like, what? I can't pay that. I paid off my other bills. And they shut off your phone for 3 days.
Awesome. I'm glad that that's back up and running, though.
Especially after you told them that you wouldn't be able to pay it after the 16th, and they told you that they would put a fucking note in the computer for you so that they wouldn't shut it off, and then they didn't put the note in there. And then when you called them to tell them that they didn't put the note in there, they were like, well, it's already shut off. Can't do anything about it.
Too fucking bad. Sucks to suck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Mattis wanted congressional approval before striking Syria. He was overruled.
This was submitted by Craig1818 to Our Politics.
So normally, when the United States bombs a place, or in this case, we sent 112 Tomahawk missiles. It was 112? I think it was 112. A fuckload of them to blow up very specific locations in Syria. Normally, we get approval to do that from Congress. Donald Trump said fuck that and did what he wanted anyway and went out and bombed several areas of Syria. In which case, Congress has responded saying that that was an illegal action because they should have been consulted first. And according to Mr. Mad Dog Mattis himself, he tried to get President Trump to go after congressional approval. Trump overruled him and said that he wanted a rapid and dramatic response.
Well, it's disappointing that, these channels weren't taken.
It is. Mattis was able to at least convince Trump to scale back the amount of the response that he wanted, mostly because he was worried that a response in Syria would lead to breakout of a war with Russia. So by rolling back the amount of the response, the scale of it, and getting it to more focus where the targets were, so that they could avoid areas where it might incite aggression from Russia, he was able to get that done.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's good, but damn. It's really unfortunate when you're an advisor and no one takes your advice.
I'm curious whose advice Trump would take.
It has to come straight from a mirror.
Right, got it.
Or from Russia.
Got it. So, wait, if it has to come from a mirror, what if it was like a two-way mirror and you have someone kind of dressed up that looks like Trump on the other side of that two-way mirror?
I want you to know that that's no longer a two-way mirror.
It's just a window?
That's just a window.
Okay, fair. So, if you have a mirror... Well, there's the mirrors that you can, like, activate them to where they turn into a window.
Okay.
So you have a mirror that he walks up to, and then in the middle of that, the mirror turns into a window, and you have somebody that looks like Trump standing there that says...
You also have to have a room that's identical but mirrored.
Exactly. And then the person is like, hey, don't blow up Syria. Do you think it would work?
All right. No.
No, you don't think...
No.
He'd
Absolutely
like,
not.
You know what? Fuck you, Trump. You're wrong.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He'd probably just argue with himself.
Yo, he would.
That's unfortunate.
And he would believe himself, he would believe that he was arguing with himself.
And that's when you turn it back to a mirror, and he's like, no, you're not wrong, I'm wrong. Wait, I can't be wrong. I'm the president, so I'm not wrong, you're wrong.
And you film it the entire time.
The whole time. And then that film gets out, and he's just like, no, fake news.
Yeah, definitely fake news.
I mean, it wouldn't even really be news. It'd be like, oh, look, Trump's an idiot.
It's that liberal agenda that's being pushed,
Only the strongest liberal agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. A liberal agenda. Air horns.
3.
Chrome 66 arrives with auto-playing content blocked by default.
This was submitted by Adam Cannon to Our Technology.
Adam Cannon. Why does that sound...
Yo, I don't know, but do you think he's canon?
Maybe, but doesn't... I feel like that name sounds familiar. I don't know why. Either way. Even beyond, you know... I don't know. Either way, for some reason, the name was like, I know that guy, and there's no way I know that guy. So anyway, Chrome 66 was launched today. It doesn't auto-update. You either have to go into the Chrome updater to get it. Updater. That's a word. Updater? Sure. It just sounds weird. The Chrome updater to get it, or you have to go to the Chrome website. Chrome 66 makes it where that anything that autoplays with sound will not play. It doesn't matter if it's a music file, a video, etc. It will not
so that's
play.
Good for us, right?
It's great for us. It's so good for us. Because
yeah, you know, it'd be hilarious if the website that was linked and everything had an auto-playing thing that auto-played when you clicked it open.
That would be really funny.
It would be the most ironic thing.
Vivi says she loves my shirt, and that is because this is from RollerCon last year. It is the staff shirt that they give out if you are helping at that place. RollerCon takes place in Las Vegas. It is going to be happening again this year in Las Vegas, the last week of July. If you are interested in roller derby, I advise you go to the RollerCon website. Just Google it, search it up, and see if that is something that you are interested in going to. It is a great, fantastic time, and you will leave exhausted. But I'm curious to see what the shirts are this year. I didn't wear my staff shirt despite doing nothing but staff stuff last year, which I wore a suit the whole time and never wore my staff shirt, and nobody questioned it even once. They're like, nice. It's the dude with the shirt that announces all the with the shirt. The dude with the suit. Shirt.
I'm so glad you're the dude with the shirt.
Yeah.
I bet there's a ton of dudes around there that don't have shirts.
You're not wrong. It's the dude with the suit who's announcing and helping out at places. So, but people are able to identify me purely because I was wearing a suit, which is fun and I enjoyed. Back to the topic though. If you get tired of going to a website and you get the sound of like crazy shit's playing, you're like, I can't find where it is. That won't be a problem if you update to Chrome 66, which I really enjoy that Chrome 66 just kills things.
That doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, it kills anything that tries to autoplay, you know.
That's fair.
Like the Jedi Council.
It murders. I'll have you know.
What, Nathan? What?
It kills them deader than younglings.
It does. It does. It's great.
Though that joke was kind of treasonous.
Yes, it was. But
I mean, I don't care because I am the Senate.
Those are all excellent, sir. Like, so good, you don't even need the button.
Damn it. I had another one and I just lost it.
It's a pun.
I'll give them to you anyway.
It's a pun.
That's right. I had another one and I lost it, but I'm fairly certain there'll be a return.
Damn.
It's a pun.
That one was pretty bad, though.
2.
Nova Scotia filled its public freedom of information archive with citizens' private data, then arrested the teen who discovered it.
This is submitted by Captain Cranky Pants to Our World News.
So, this 19-year-old guy was working on a paper for school, and he submitted a freedom of information request through the Nova Scotia government for information. I forget what he was looking into a provincial teachers dispute. And they sent him the information he requested, but he wasn't super happy with it, so he started looking at other places. But he noticed that the URL for his request ended with just a long number, a reference number. And he's like, what happens if I change this number? So he just typed in a different number, and it brought up a different piece of information, completely unrelated to the thing that he had requested. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise you too much that it's like, okay, all of our requests are fulfilled through this system. Whenever a new request comes in, it just takes the next number, right? And then it just, here you go. This is the next one down, next one down, next one down. So he created a single line of code that was a script that would basically say, go through all these websites, go to this website, download all the information off of it, add a number to the URL, download all the information off of it, and he just downloaded everything. And he was like, I'll just go through it later and see what I can find. Well, turns out that Nova Scotia's government had been storing a lot of personal, private, and not public information through those URL codes. So he downloaded a ton of stuff that wasn't supposed to be available to the public. And the police came and raided his house.
Fun. Not only did they raid his house, but they also like intercepted his brothers and everything on their way home.
Yep, intercepted his entire family, like overturned his house, like literally everything, took apart the sofa, took all of the electronics, arrested him. He's currently in prison.
Fun. I hope he gets his justice soon.
Well, we'll see, because this happened previously. A man by the name of Aaron Schwartz downloaded millions of public court records with the intention of making them available for free and making them easily accessible. But it was later discovered that the courts had failed in their duty to redact sensitive information before making the transcripts available to the public. So they did the same thing. They came and arrested him, but he was able to beat that case. This was in the United States, and because he was like, no, this is your fault, not mine. And he brought it to their attention because of the risk that was available for people to steal the information, and they tried to charge him. Now, that was in the United States, not Nova Scotia, so we'll see if anything changes.
Well, I want to say, I hope that he gets out on the pretense that, you know, he didn't, like, on the pretense that they posted publicly private documents, and he just wrote a script to collect all of them.
Right. I mean, if you ask for public information through the Freedom of Information Act, and you are given this URL, and it just has a reference number on the end, and you change that reference number to get what should be another Freedom of Information request, like, anybody could have accessed those. He just went, all right, well, just grab everything, and I'll look at it. I'll look through it later to see if I can't find more information of what I want. But apparently it wasn't all stuff that they had given access to the public for, which is not, I mean, technically they had given access since all you had to do was type in a URL.
Yeah, and he just changed simple numbers on the one side of it, so.
Jennifer in the chat room says that is messed up. They didn't have it on a secure network or only available through an intranet system. Yeah, it's on them, but that doesn't mean that they will see it that same way.
Right, but I mean, here's hoping.
Here's hoping that a 19-year-old kid isn't thrown in prison for a long time just because he wanted to find some information about a problem.
I mean, I hope they realize that, you know, he's fairly talented at hacking and offer him a job.
I don't know if that classifies as hacking.
Well, he's fairly talented at writing code, so.
Sure.
1.
Former First Lady Barbara Bush dies at 92.
Oh, this was submitted by Barack H. Obama to our news.
Because
I don't think it was actually Barack Obama.
I don't think it was actually Obama either. But that's funny that an account named Barack Obama is the one that posted about Barbara Bush dying. Beyond that, though, former U.S. First Lady Barbara Bush, the wife of the George H.W. Bush, George Bush Sr., she has passed away. It doesn't say there was anything to do with complication or anything like that. She was 92. Her health had been failing for some time. She didn't want further medical treatment back from 1989, back from a while ago. She just was just like she was a very real person. She knew that she was getting old.
Yeah. And shit, I mean, 92 is a long time.
Yeah, good job. Don't be one of all of these other sad celebrities that have died at 69, because there's been too many that have passed away right at that number.
Well, okay, so we've had 3 deaths now.
This year?
No, just in this circle. So you had Arlie Ermy.
Sure. Who was 72, 74.
I need to pull up the last one. There was First Lady Barbara Bush,
yep.
Which just calling her Lady Bush is kind of weird.
Yeah, let's not call her that one.
Yeah. And then there's a wrestler named Bruno Sammartino that had passed.
Although, you know, she would probably find that hilarious.
Yeah, probably.
She would think that's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a wrestler that had passed. He was a fairly older wrestler. Wrestled around the time Randy Savage was wrestling.
Did you know that George Bush Sr. is currently the longest-lived U.S. president at the age of 93?
That's weird.
Yeah, I did. I mean, 93 is a pretty, good age. But for some reason, I'm just surprised that he's the oldest that
Well, shit. I mean, Barbara Bush and him had been married the longest of any president.
Sure.
been married.
It's still just I don't know why it surprises me. Like, I feel like there should have been some president that lived to like 119 or some shit. But nope, he is the oldest living president to have ever lived, as weird of a statement as that sounds.
Yeah. And then he'll be the oldest lived president when he passes.
Yep, we'll just have to see who overtakes that record in years to come, Nathan.
I would like to see that, I guess.
I mean, right now your only options are like, I guess you got Clinton, Bush Jr.
You're literally just going down the line at this point.
No, Carter's still alive.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
But
how old is he?
I don't know. But apparently younger than Bush Sr.
That's crazy.
President Carter, he's 93. Okay. So, wait, if he's 93...
That means one of them's slightly older.
Yep, he was born on October 1st. George Bush Sr. age. He was born on June 12th. So he is older by 4 months.
Wow. I mean, he still gets it under technicality, though.
I guess. Bush Jr. is 71. Bill Clinton is 71. So, I mean, at this point, I guess it kind of just depends on who croaks first, Bush Sr. or Carter.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because if Bush Sr. dies, then all Carter has to do is live for an extra, 5 months, and he's there.
Well, I mean, as morbid as it sounds...
Good luck?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, Bush Sr.'s health isn't great. I don't know about Carter's health.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't keep track of that shit.
I don't either. Anyway, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Listener submission. Ohio man arrested after allegedly hitting woman with a pizza.
This was submitted by OTT2K6 to our iReddit cast.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Oh, Pittsburgh. This was actually...
Damn.
Anyway, so yeah, this is actually a case of domestic violence, so it's not nearly as awesome as it sounds. This is a 24-year-old gentleman who was apparently drunk and a little bit out of control. The wife called the police saying that he was belligerent and highly intoxicated and was at the house trashed and that they had been arguing. He flipped over a couch and hit her with a pizza.
Well,
I mean, I guess if you have to be hit in the face with something, a pizza's not a terrible option.
that's a pretty good one.
As long as it's not, blazing hot.
I've gotten hit in the face with, $5,000 once.
You're welcome.
It was kind of cool. It was out of nowhere. It was after a major day at the comic book store, and we had tons of money. And Jordan had counted all of it, turned over to me, and whacked me in the face with it.
Yay?
Kind of not mad.
Yay?
I think.
I don't know. I'd be kind of mad. I don't want money touching my face. Money's gross. And that was money from a comic shop.
Yeah, that is true. But, this is $5,000. It's not like I can't go home and wash my face. And, at worst, I get anthrax.
Or Mercer.
Either way, I'm probably going to be dying.
Jennifer says, First Lady of Deprecating Humor. She has jokes that Nathan could appreciate. It's true. It's true. She was a character.
All hail the Lady Bush.
Damn it, Nathan.
I'm not dead!
Scientists accidentally create mutant enzyme that eats plastic bottles.
This was submitted by Chadwick via email.
So we had talked about the first step of this, what is now 2 years ago we talked about this. We talked about it in 2016 that they had found that there was research that a bacteria had naturally evolved to eat plastic at a waste dump in Japan. That it was in a landfill, and they found that the plastic was disappearing. They found this enzyme that was eating it. And they're like, where the fuck did this come from? Well, they took that, and they've been seeing what they can do with it. And in trying to just literally learn more about it, they accidentally made it better at eating plastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
So
excited.
the hope now is that they can take that a little bit further and be able to literally just be able to start using it to eat and recycle plastic at an extreme rate. Because the enzyme, it breaks plastic down into its base elements. So
Yeah,
you're
but
able
doesn't
to...
get funky with it.
No.
So it just breaks it down. They need to really go back into the shop and really fix it so that not only does it break it down, but it gets funky with it as well.
You want to know something crazy, Nathan?
Always?
1 million plastic bottles are sold every minute.
Oh,
Minute.
that's...
A lot.
Yeah, no, that's a lot.
And of those, only 14% get recycled. The rest end up in landfills or in the ocean, which is where the vast majority of them end up.
Yeah.
1 million a minute, Nathan.
Yeah, that's a ton. And it's not like those plastic bottles are floating in their giant trash island. It's not like you can go out and walk on that trash island either.
No, you can't. But it
will open, you will fall in, and then it will close, and you will not be able to get out.
and it will consume you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll become part of the trash island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we can begin collecting that crap up, dumping it into a place, and having some weird, crazy enzyme shit eat it.
I mean, yeah, here's hoping.
Here's hoping. Hey, Nathan.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
What did you care about in the last 24 hours?
There's this today I learned that I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, is that so?
Today I learned that New York City beekeepers noticed their bees making red honey,
Okay.
which led to an investigation that ultimately exposed the city's largest marijuana farm in the basement of a Brooklyn cherry factory.
So does that mean, like, why were they making red honey, though?
Okay, so they were making red honey because they were going to go and pollinate the marijuana plants.
Got it, yeah.
Since it's underneath a maraschino cherry factory, they were going in and licking up all of the high fructose corn syrup and shit.
Oh, okay.
So when they went and made their honey, their normally translucent honey had red stuff in it because of the maraschino cherries.
Got it, okay. So, the thing that... Oh, hang on. The thing I cared about in the last 24 hours is that Puerto Rico can't catch a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever.
The entire island has fallen without power again.
And can't get up.
All 1.5 million customers of Puerto Rico currently do not have power.
Well, if it's anything like Flint, Michigan, you guys shouldn't hold your breath.
Yeah. Let's not.
Because as the same with Flint, Michigan, you guys are citizens, and if you hadn't noticed how we treat our citizens, especially ones that are slightly darker in complexion.
Well, according to PREPA, the Puerto Rico Electric Power Association, the power outage resulted from a subcontractor, Cobra Energy, that was excavating a fallen electrical tower to prevent any further damages. There are high voltages that the excavator should not go close to. When the excavator did, the power loss was the result. It's the same contractor that was responsible for the previous power outage.
Oh man, I bet they're gonna totally fix that with great haste.
Yeah.
Oh man, Puerto Rico got shit on because of the hurricane, and it looks like it's going to be a real tough time coming back from it, if they come back from it at all.
What's even worse is that we're only about 2 months away from hurricane season coming around again.
And they're about to get shit on again, because that's like one of the biggest hurricanes. It's like Hurricane Alley.
So, yeah. Suck. Don't worry, though. American citizens will take care of them.
Nope.
Nope. Because we don't care. We'd rather shoot missiles at Syria.
Yeah, well, of course, it deflects from the actual issues.
Yeah, the actual problems at home.
Not only that, but it's probably going to start a fucking world war.
Well, we'll just wait and see, Nathan.
That's right, I've got bone spurs.
Do you?
As much as Trump does.
As much as Trump does. Got it. But you can't pay off a doctor to actually, prove that.
No, but I can blow a doctor 4 or 5 times.
Got it. Okay, that'll work too. Shall we get out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, Everybody, if you would please consider supporting the show, patreon.com/dailyinternet. If you can spare $1 a month, $1 a month, $5 a month. If you can give up one cup of coffee a month.
A cup of coffee
A month and send it our way. It helps this show thrive. It helps it grow. It allows us to do so much that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. You can also support us by picking up a t-shirt. We have both the Sucks to Suck shirt as well as the logo shirt available for you. The Sucks to Suck shirt, they're on the screen right now if you're watching Facebook or YouTube. Get yourself one of those if you would like. They are quite awesome. I have one of each, and I enjoy them both immensely. Otherwise, other great ways to help the show, 5-star reviews on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, also the places where you can download the audio-only versions. That helps us gain visibility so that other people can find the show. Follow and share the show on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. All of those are at iReaditCast. You can find me on all of those at Schwahn Michael and Nathan at Bimmenstein for now. And submit stuff that you would like to talk about. It doesn't even have to be recent news stories. It can be weird stuff, crazy stuff. It doesn't matter. Send them our way. Subreddit is reddit.com/r/iReaditCast, or send it in an email to iReadit@mjolnir.media. And that's it, everybody. That is your 459th dose of the internet. I'm Michael Schwahn.
And I'm alcoholic.
And please remember, everybody.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Have a good day.
Bye.